Welcome to the Last Whistle podcast. I'm your host, Jaskar, and we have Chris Monis here with us. What's up,
What's up,
Chris?
guys?
This is an emergency episode because the trade deadline. So
Free
far, what do you think
agency.
happened, Chris? Do you like what you see?
Um, I don't know. I think there's some good moves, there's some bad moves, there's some clear winners, and then there's some clear losers like the San Francisco 49ers, but
The
we'll get on
Cowboys.
to that. And the Cowboys.
All right, we're gonna start off with. We're gonna go over most of the big names that got signed today, but we're gonna go over the biggest move that happened today was the Larry Tunsil trade. Um, Washington sent over a 2025 third round pick and a 2025 seventh round pick, a 2026 second round pick, and a 2026 fourth round pick for Laramie Tunsil and a 2025 fourth round pick. I think this was a great move by Washington, a very dumb move by the Texans. If Washington secured their offensive tackle for the next 3 to 4 years. And then when it comes to pass protection, Laramie Tunsil only allows a 3% pressure rate, and that's second in the league. So I mean, you just traded away an All-Pro,
He's an
one of the
all-pro.
best left tackles in the game, for a couple of picks. I like the haul, but I don't understand the move at all.
I
What's your
mean,
take on
your
it?
offensive line as the Texans is already so garbage. Why
Yeah,
would you trade
CJ
away
took
your
like the
one
second
bright
most
spot?
sacks in the league last year.
I mean, even if you watch the game, it's just like they couldn't run the ball. They could only run outside because no one could block. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
CJ was getting lit up every single play. He had no time. I remember that Chiefs game where Tank Dell got injured. It's like this guy has no time to throw. I think
Mhm.
CJ is a good quarterback. I think he's accurate, but it's like when you give him no time to throw, I think this is kind of what you get.
Yeah, he's gonna have zero time to throw. Horrible move by the Texans. Like, you have no good offensive linemen on that team. You just have to prioritize offensive linemen this whole entire draft, because CJ's gonna have zero time in the pressure. Um, but it's just bad. But Commanders, this I think they're the clear winners. Um, so far of this free agency, them and the Bears. I think they're the
Yeah,
two
Bears. I
two
think the
top
Bears.
winners.
There's another
They're
team.
protecting their quarterback. The Rams, they've only made one move. That's about
Two.
it. Who's the sec? Not There's not any big
Puna
name.
Ford. $30 million. Hey, that's.
That's,
I don't really know who this guy is, but I heard he's a good run stopper. So, and we needed that. So hey, but
Devontae was a good move, but yeah. Let's get into the rest of the moves.
we have 20 free agents we are going to go over. 20 of them. I have all the contracts on the side, and the first free agent we're gonna talk about is Justin Fields to the New York Jets. 2 years, $40 million.
I mean, it's a cheap deal. $20 million for a quarterback. I mean, for any quarterback, that's kind of a steal. And it gives the New York Jets enough cap space to see what they want to do. They got new coaches in. Their coach this year is more of a defensive coach, Aaron Glenn. He's a great coach for Detroit, a great defensive coordinator. Um, it's just like a little prove it deal. If he does good, it's a good investment for the next few years. If he doesn't, it's not that much money. So
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's
it's a
like
good overall move.
you weren't gonna be starting Tyrod Taylor. I think Justin Fields got something left in the tank. He got Garrett Wilson. He was hooping with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I know Chris Olave wants to be on that team,
But now he's
but
stuck with Derek Carr.
yeah, he's stuck with Derek Carr. But it's a good move for the Jets. It's better than Aaron having a 40-something-year-old Aaron Rodgers for sure.
41. Alrighty. The biggest move of the offseason. $100 million, 3 years, Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. I say we should grade these from now on. Like we should give it like a
I
letter
think
grade.
Fields is a B plus. I think this is for Sam Darnold. He got his money. I think he was expecting more this off season, but
For Sam, you get an A. Sam, you get an A.
For Sam, you get an A. You got your money, $33 million. That's around what Baker's getting paid too. That's what he signed this last off season. But for the Seahawks, it's like an okay move. I'd give it
I
like
don't
a
think it's
B,
good
below B. Like,
because I give it a C because as the Seahawks, Sam Darnold can probably win you some games. And I think if you're like going for the full tank, you shouldn't sign Sam Darnold for 3 years. If you were going full for the tank, this is when you sign Aaron Rodgers for a year. It's when you sign like
yeah,
a bad quarterback who will actively lose you games. Sam Darnold will sneak a game or two.
Yeah, and I feel bad. I'm also gonna feel bad for Sam Darnold because they're in tank mode, and his
Hmm.
reputation is gonna be ruined again that he just built up
I think it's a
last season.
C minus for the Seahawks, and I give it an A
It's
for
an
Sam Darnold.
A for Sam Darnold. Got his
Get
money
your money,
worth.
man. $100 million.
Yeah,
You get the family. And then our next free agent to the New England Patriots, Carlton Davis, 3 years, $60 million.
great move,
You need
great move.
corners, man. Like I
Well,
said
now
in
you
one of
have
the other
Christian
episodes,
Gonzalez and you have Carlton Davis, on the other side. I mean,
and when you have
both
Travis
corners are
Hunter,
good. If they get Travis Hunter, that'd be good too. I mean, that's good defense. Defense wins you championships, like we say. This is like a B plus move.
I give it an A minus.
Yeah, B plus A minus move. But it's a good for them. Build your corners out. That gives your pass rush more time. But yeah, it's a good move.
I ditto that. Javon Kinlaw to the Washington Commanders, 3 years, $45 million.
They're improving their defense. It's not that big of a contract. Good for the Commanders. I mean, they're one of the clear winners of this offseason. They want to win now with a rookie quarterback. They're prioritizing that defense right now. And I think it's smart. They might be a little older on the offense, but they're just prioritizing that rookie contract, getting as much value as they can until they have to pay.
Jane
Probably
Daniels.
they have to pay him about 60 million, 61, $62 million
I'd give
with
it
that big
a
quarterback.
A minus.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Then we have Hassan Reddick to the Bucks, 1 year,
1 year,
$14 million.
14 mil.
This is like the same thing I feel about like
It's
Ben
a prove it deal.
Simmons. It's
It's like a
like,
prove it deal. If he does good, he does good. If he does bad, he does bad.
but like he's not gonna he's gonna be in like Japan or whatever during the season. He's not gonna show up like how he did with the Jets and stuff. But it's
Well, well,
kind of a lot for a prove it deal. $14 million.
well, I mean, like he wanted a contract from the Jets, and they didn't want to give him a contract, and he
I
got
wouldn't give
traded
him a
out of
contract
Philly
either.
because they didn't want to pay him. So that's why he was holding out until he got his contract. If he's fully healthy, I like this move. He's like 2 years ago, he was a really good edge rusher. So, if he's
I give
good,
it a
if it is a little too much for a prove it deal, but there wasn't many good edge prospects out there right now either for in the free agency. So this is
I
good.
don't think the Buccaneers are like
It's like
desperate. I give
yeah,
it a C.
yeah, it's around there.
Next, Joshua Palmer, 3 years, $36 million to the Buffalo Bills. I actually like Joshua Palmer because I had him
I
on one of my
know.
fantasy teams, and he always greens my parlays. So Joshua Palmer, you are a top 5 receiver in my book for all the good you've done me, and I like it. I like it for the Bills. You get another weapon. You lose Matt Collins, so you get Joshua Palmer, and Joshua Palmer is better than Matt Collins.
I wish they targeted someone a little better than
I
Joshua
mean, Diggs
Palmer.
is still out there.
Yeah, I don't think they want to do that. But a 3 year, $36 million. It's not too bad, but
It's a little expensive.
they could have gotten another guy on another defensive weapon or a cornerback, improve that defense even more because they were severely injured last season, or gotten a better wide receiver. But it's cool. It's nothing special. Joshua's not that good, but he's not bad either. I'd give it like a C. It's
I
like a
give it a B
mid.
plus.
I think it's
I
mid.
think he's good.
He's not that
Next,
good.
Josh Sweat, 4 years, $76 million to the Arizona
I
Cardinals.
mean, he's a really good edge. Um, Good move. I think it's like an A for them. They needed defense. Last in the trade deadline, they also went and got defense. It seems like they want to improve that defense because the offense of the Rams is going to be really good. The 49ers,
You
Christian
know it, man.
McCaffrey, you want to get to the quarterback,
They
you can
also have that
see.
Philly connection.
Yeah, the Niners are lacking on the offensive line, and so are the Seahawks. So if you get a good edge out there, he's gonna feast four out of the six divisional games. So it's a good move. It's a good move.
And then the next one is
Funga.
Talanoa Hufunga, 3 years, $45 million to the Denver Broncos.
I like this move a lot for the Broncos. Broncos are gonna be deadly next year. Um, I personally think they might overtake the Chiefs in the standings. Like if you look at
No
that defense,
way. No
look
way.
how good their defense was last year. Were they good?
I mean, but you also do have Bo Nix at quarterback, who's like a
Yeah, but and
top 25 quarterback.
think it's top 15. But
Hell no. Hell no.
That the
You're also playing against Patrick Mahomes on the other side.
I get Patrick Mahomes is good, but they are falling apart. I mean, they keep on losing people. They don't have a clear cut wide receiver. Um, one of them's might get
And then the Broncos
suspension
don't
this
have
year.
a clear cut quarterback. I don't think Bo Nix is great, and I don't think you can have a great defense, but I don't think like it's gonna be like the Jets.
Bo Nix
They'll
was the
probably have
second best rookie
they'll have the.
quarterback last year.
I mean, how many rookie quarterbacks were there? 5.
5, and he was better than the number 1 overall pick. He was
But like,
better
where
than
does he
number
where
3
does he
overall
rank?
pick.
Where does he
I
rank?
think he's
Like,
top. He had a great year. He had a really good year.
He had a fine year. I mean, when the like Broncos had like 2 games, they needed to win a game to make it into the playoff. Didn't they lose like 3 straight? Lost to the Chargers. They lost to the Bengals. And they lost to someone else. I can't remember. But I don't think Bo Nix is like. You can't say the Broncos are going to overtake the Chiefs, and one
I'm
of them
just
has
saying
Bo
'cause that
Nix and
defense-
Mahomes has one. Their defense is good, but it could be like the
Their
Jets with
defense
Zach
is going to
Wilson.
be. They even got Greenlaw. They're prioritizing their defense and again.
We
if
could
a
go
good-
into Greenlaw while we talk about our Broncos.
Yeah,
Greenlaw, 3 years, $35 million, a pretty good deal. Greenlaw's good. He's just always kind of hurt.
yeah.
But like, I think their defense is gonna
He's
be
not
good. But
always
it's like,
hurt. He's coming off of an injury.
but
but
I think their defense is gonna be good. But it's just gonna be like the Jets. It's like your offense is gonna hold you back. I mean, you
Bo
don't
Nix
have
had
you don't
29
have a running
touchdowns,
back
12
now either. Your
interceptions.
running back went to Dallas.
They can draft one. I'm telling you, this is a really deep running back class in this draft.
I mean, I think
And well, you're not Javonte Williams went to Dallas, but how good was he? He was one of the worst running backs in the league last year. He was ranked 47th out of 47 running backs that played.
Green Mount Parlay.
So
But
he might have greened your parlay once or twice, but doesn't change the fact that he's a horrible running back.
3 times.
He was a horrible running back. They can find a way better running back in this draft.
I mean, but like you have Bo Nix, a fine offensive line. Cortland Sutton,
They have a really good offensive line.
I don't think it's like really good.
It
And
was
I don't trust Bo Nix.
Top 10 last year.
I think the Broncos can get second in the division, but you cannot convince me they're going to take over the Chiefs.
If it wasn't for a blocked field goal, they would have beaten the Chiefs this year too.
Okay, I mean that's one game. The Chiefs won like 15 games, didn't they, last year? And that's I mean, Chiefs are gonna always be above 10 wins every season, and the Broncos gotta.
I don't know, but the Broncos are gonna be good.
I think they'll be good, but I don't think they're passing up the Chiefs.
And they did make the playoffs this year. They were a wild card team.
And what happened in the playoffs? Scored 7 points against a bad Buffalo defense.
Buffalo's a good team.
I mean, their offense, but alrighty, Cam Bynum to the Colts, 4 years, $60 million. I like it.
Colts defense is gonna be deadly next year. They got Ward and they have Bynum. They have lockdown corners on both ends. They're obviously prioritizing their defense because they know
it's the same thing with the Broncos. But they have Anthony Richardson as their quarterback. They have Anthony Richardson as their quarterback.
Is way better than Anthony Richardson.
I'm saying that, but I'm saying the Colts. I think their defense is going to be good, but it's like they're not going to like be a good team because they have Anthony Richardson. The Broncos will be better than the Colts, but it's the same issue: is they're going to have a good defense and a mediocre offense.
29 touchdowns for Bo Nix was pretty good for a rookie quarterback.
I mean,
9th most in the league.
If Drake May played all his games, man, do not sleep on Drake May, bro.
We'll get to Drake May later.
If Michael Penix played all his games, do not sleep on Michael Penix. Michael Penix?
Oh, I don't know. He didn't have enough time to show us.
Same with Drake May. Alrighty. Now we have Milton Williams to the New England Patriots for 4 years, $104 million.
It's a good move. Good defensive lineman. Oh, still, it was Theo Ash or
he's a defensive tackle. Yes.
It was Theo Ash or it was Elite Takes on Twitter. He was happy to see these two guys on the Panthers play together. Him and this other guy on the Panthers. But then they switched. Milton left and then went to the Patriots.
Patriots match it offer, man. That's what happens when you got a lot of money.
I mean, we know Vrabel is a defensive-minded guy, so it makes sense that he's targeting defensive players, and he wants to beef up that defense. Because look at the team, look at the Buffalo Bills. You know, you got Josh Allen. You got to get to him somehow. You got to put some big bodies on him to bring him down.
Speaking of defense, Paulson Adebo, 3 years, $54 million to the New York Giants.
It's
They have a good
mid.
defense,
They
but
have, they
it's the
no, they have a
same.
good front seven. They have a really good front seven.
I mean,
They have no
they have a
quarterback.
good secondary too.
Yeah, they have no offense at all.
It's the same thing with the Colts and the Broncos, but the Giants is way worse than both of those.
Yeah, it's not even comparable situations. Yeah,
Probably the Colts. Probably the Colts is closer.
dude, the Colts actually have a quarterback on their roster. They have Tommy DeVito as their quarterback right now. You cannot tell me it's that close.
It's close. It's close.
This big. This is the Colts. This is the Giants right now.
So where are the Broncos?
The Broncos are way better than both teams.
I'm just kidding. I know. I know the Broncos are better. Alrighty, our next move. DJ Reed to the Detroit Lions, 3 years, $48 million.
That's a great move. DJ Reed was one of the best free agents this offseason. Makes sense. They had a lot of Detroit had a lot of injuries.
This beefs them up, get some depth over there.
They lost Carlton Davis this offseason. Then they went right around, got a better guy than him with DJ Reed. So I mean, I think they need to add a couple more pieces. An edge piece would have been nice too, because we don't know how good Hutch is going to be this season after a broken leg. But hopefully they're good. But I don't want the Detroit Lions to succeed. I want the Bears to be better than this offseason.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, baby.
I just don't like the Detroit Lions, so I'm rooting for
now
the Bears.
Their fans aren't sad, so they're annoying.
Yeah, they're super annoying.
They used to be quiet, and they'd be like, "Oh, look, he's a Lions fan, poor guy." But now they're actually good, so now they're annoying on Twitter. Charvarius Ward, 3 years, $60 million to the Indianapolis Colts.
Another great move by the Colts. I wish they had a good offense to see the full potential of this team, because they have a good defense. They just don't have a good offense at all.
I don't know who their quarterback's gonna be. I thought it was gonna be Sam Darnold.
That would have been good. Ward, that would have been a good spot. Why wouldn't I go to a team that at least is a contender?
Rams.
Do you guys have the cap space for him?
Yeah.
Should have signed.
I thought he was gonna go to the Cowboys.
I thought I thought it's the Cowboys. There's reports that Ward was gonna go there.
There's reports that everyone's gonna go there. There's probably reports. They probably called about Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, there's always gonna be reports. It's never gonna happen. It's Jerry Jones.
Speaking of the Cowboys, our resident Cowboy fan will be telling us his take on Javonte Williams, 1 year, $3 million. I'll go my take first. I don't think Javonte's terrible. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's incredible. I don't think he's average, but I think he can produce in the Cowboys offense. I don't think this is a bad signing at all. $3 million, man. That's like nothing to NFL players. I think it's a good move. You don't have Rico Dowdle. You're either running Deuce Vaughn or you're running Javonte Williams, and you're gonna like Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams was ranked as the 47th worst running back in the league last season. So 1 year, $3 million for a horrible running back. I just don't see it. You could have just re-signed Dowell at that point and draft a guy this offseason, but now Jerry Jones we found our running back. You know what? We don't need to draft a guy. We're just gonna stick with Javonte, and then Dak has to throw so many yards, so many passing touchdowns or something. He's gonna have to carry the team. And then at the end of the season, they're going to be it's Dak's fault that the offense isn't good. But then at the end of the day, Jerry doesn't want to do anything. They haven't made a signing of $10 million or more since 2012. So, and that one didn't pan out. And ever since, Jerry doesn't want to sign free agents. They cleared up 50-something million in cap space to do jack shit. So that's just the Cowboys.
I lied. I said we were going to do 20 free agents. I'm actually including a 21st per Adam Schefter. A deal for Dallas long snapper Trent Sieg reached an agreement. 3 years, $4.45 million. How do you feel about that deal?
They just re-signed our long snapper. Nothing big, They're not really gonna. That's the two moves that they did.
I think that's an A+.
I see the Commanders getting Laramie Tunsil, Deebo Samuels. I see the Eagles signing Bond back. They got Saquon last offseason, and I'm stuck with Javonte Williams over here.
Dude, I forgot we haven't.
Even the Giants got a Debo, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Paulson Adebo.
I
forgot we haven't we graded the first three, and then we haven't graded.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It doesn't really matter.
Alrighty, You know what? I'm gonna add another extra one. Zach Wilson to the Miami Dolphins, 1 year, $10 million. How are you feeling about this one?
Man, it's I think it was $6 million to like up to $10 million, like it with incentives and all that. Good for Zach getting his money. He got screwed over in New York. I hope he finds his way to the Vikings and KOC can fix him up. So, um,
Yep.
I mean, it's see I saw this tweet yesterday. Was this the 49ers number one guy back then? Because he went to the offensive coordinator of the 49ers at the time. So maybe he was their first overall first round pick that they wanted to go over Trey Lance. And where's Trey
Yeah.
Lance going this offseason? But
Hey, that
I
that
mean,
quarterback
cool.
draft
It's a good
will go.
backup. It's a good backup. He's a good backup quarterback.
That
Yeah,
draft class for quarterbacks will go in the history books. And now I'm going to knock out
and not in a
our
good way.
two. So the Rams let go of Bobby Brown III. He signed with the Panthers for 3 years, $21 million.
Was he
And then
good?
the Rams signed Puna Ford, 3 years, $30 million. I don't really know who Puna Ford is. I heard he's a good run stopper from Rams Twitter. And I love Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown, you're the GOAT. Um, but you can't really stop the run for like anything. So we got a big ass guy who can stop the run for we $9 million more. W Rams, man.
Yeah, good for the Rams. I mean, they're making moves. When other teams in their division aren't. The 49ers also let go of check. Yeah.
No
Um,
more sweaters. His wife is not going to be making no more sweaters,
I don't
man.
know why
That's a big
they're
loss.
I don't see the point of releasing him. He's an all pro at fullback like almost every
He's kind
single
of like
year.
the vibes guy. I feel like
Yeah,
he was always there. His wife always made like sweaters and stuff, and like she was always
he had the
like
intangibles. He
yeah,
was
like
like the
he was.
locker
They were
room
in like
guy.
the suite, and whenever like they would score, they would be like yeah, and then I was like
And then Jordan Lewis went to the Jacksonville Jaguars for I think 3 years, 3 years, $30 million.
yep.
He's one of the best nickel corners in the game right now. He's the highest paid nickel
So
cornerback
why'd the
now.
Cowboys let him walk if he was one of the
It's
best
Jerry
corner?
Jones. It's just how he operates, man. I'm just tired of watching Cowboys football. I mean, like it's just tired, man. Every off season, I think they're gonna do something, and then you're gonna sign like Micah Parsons. He's gonna hold out the whole entire offseason. You're gonna sign him the day before, like 5 hours before the first game starts. It's just bullshit after bullshit. It's just the Jerry Jones way.
And we're gonna wrap it out with some rapid fires. No, we'll do one more and then we'll do some rapid fires. Robert Spillane, he was from the Raiders. Now he's on the Patriots for 3 years, $37 million. I like this deal a lot. I think he's a great
Yeah,
defensive player. I think he'll be
he's a good
good with
defense player.
Vrabel.
Yeah,
Uh,
Vrabel was a linebacker back in the day. Um, they're prioritizing defense. Good for the Patriots. They know they got to stop the run from James Cook, and then you have to have a guy that can play spy on um, Josh Allen because Josh Allen is just him. So it's a good move.
And then we'll do Najee Harris. We have $10 million 1 year for the Los Angeles Chargers.
I mean, he's a reliable running back. He'll get you like 3 yards per carry, get you like 1,200 yards.
That's not reliable. Like that's
He's
just like
consistent.
actually like
He's
consistently
consistent.
mid.
He's consistently mid. I mean, at least he stays healthy. He really doesn't fumble the ball often. He's available most of the time, but he's just mid overall. So it's a cool deal. It's not anything special.
And
I also want them to target a running back in the draft.
And to wrap up the episode, because we are getting to that time, I'm going to give you just rapid fire. I'm going to give you some people who have not found homes yet. And where would you want them to go? And where do you think they should go?
Hmm.
Javon Holland.
Oh yeah, he's a good one, right?
Yeah, he's number
Safety,
3 on our tracker.
safety. I would like him on the Rams. Rams 49ers. They need the secondary help a lot. So it'd be a great fit on a West Coast type team. Raiders could also use like a safety guy. I was looking
That
at
would be
some mock
actually nice.
drafts.
I like the Raiders pick. I do
Yeah,
like the Raiders
they,
pick.
and then I'd also like to see another safety in Washington. They have enough cap space, or he can go to the Patriots since
Patriots.
they're going defense first right now. So I
Next.
like those teams.
Speaking of Washington, Jonathan Allen, D lineman from Washington.
And he's all right. I would like him ideally on the Cowboys. You know, they need run stopping help. Rams
You
is
should just
another
say that
team
for.
that needs
You
run
should just say
help.
that for everything. I'd like him on the Cowboys.
Run stop help. A team. I think the Chiefs would also be another team. They need
That
to.
is a good pick.
Yeah, the Chiefs also need. They just lost one of their defensive tackles. He would be a great fit there. Um, Bills could also use him. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the few teams that
Joey
come up.
Bosa, edge out of the Los Angeles Chargers.
Um, he's a hefty, pricey guy. You know, a
He's
team
probably
that
going
could
to go
use
to
a
the
good.
Niners.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go to the Niners. With his brother,
I could
they
just
could
see
use
the
an edge up.
Instagram captions right now.
The Bosa
Brothers on the
brothers.
football field.
Yeah,
Love.
The
That was a
Bosa
good
brothers on the
heart,
field.
bro. That was way too good.
Yeah, I'll just say I think a prediction he's gonna go to the 49ers, but
Alrighty.
the Browns.
Justin Reed, the safety out of Kansas City.
I think he should re-sign with the Chiefs. They need the help. I'm telling you, they're losing so many pieces. How are they going to replace him? They only have 5 draft picks this year, so it's I don't know what the Chiefs are gonna do. Cowboys is a team that I see needing them. Their secondary help is they don't have that much secondary help. Commanders could use them. Giants could use them.
Alrighty, and we're going to do a couple more. I'll just do this real quick. Amari Cooper,
Cowboys.
Patriots. Stephon Diggs.
Cowboys. 49ers.
Russell Wilson.
Oh, Russell Wilson, Steelers. They don't have a quarterback. Who else doesn't have a quarterback right now?
Giants.
Giants.
Colts. I might like Colts,
Giants.
actually. Rico
Good.
Dowdle.
Cowboys. Easily. Chargers. I like them.
Chargers would be nice.
I mean, they need another guy to help out with. That's what Warren was there for. Rico would help out a lot too. To take the load
Aaron
off of him.
Rodgers.
Cleveland. I like him on Cleveland. I like him on Minnesota as well. They have a good offensive line that could help him out. But it would complete the Green Bay, type thing where you go Brett Favre's little cycle. Jets to
J.K. Dobbins.
Cowboys. They need a running back better than Javonte Williams.
There's actually a lot of guys that are like free agents, but they're just old. Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller. Yeah, it's like
I don't really know where any of these guys pick up.
Yeah,
Just shout out a team. Keenan Allen. 49ers.
Yeah, Niners are a good pick. They need a wide receiver. I don't know how good. I forgot his name. I always forget names.
Ayuk.
How good Ayuk's gonna be.
He's in trade talks.
Yeah, if I was the 49ers, I'm trading away. I want out of that contract. I need cap space. I can go sign more players next off season, and I can bring in Stephon Diggs and Keenan Allen to help round out that wide receiver core.
And the last free agent I see is Matthew Judon.
Matthew Judon, go back to the Patriots, man.
Patriots, yeah.
Go back
man.
to the
They
Patriots.
probably love you over there, man.
Yeah, I know you got out of there last off season, but just go back to the Patriots. You were good there. Vrabel would love you in his scheme. I like him on the Patriots a lot.
And to wrap up, we'll end off with this. We have free agency is going to get started. Where is Cooper Kupp going to go after he gets released?
Dude, I'm not going to lie. He seems like a 49ers type guy to me.
No way, bro. He's going to the Patriots, bro. White on white, bro. He is going.
Patriots is the clear destination for him. But if I'm the 49ers, I'm paying that contract. I'm letting Ayuk go and I'm bringing in Kupp.
I would be so mad, man. I would be so mad.
Because he knows your guys' offense so well. He can tell, and your defense super well, too. He can tell.
And it sucks because that would actually be a good fit. Like, if he wasn't on the Rams and he was on some random-ass team.
It's a perfect fit for the 49ers. If he fits into that scheme. But Drake May needs a wide receiver, too. And he'd be their wide receiver 1 right now. I'm saying, they also need a wide receiver. I think he'd be perfect. Kupp would be perfect there. He'd be really good on the Cowboys. Come on, Jerry.
I can actually see the Cowboys.
Oh, another team that can use him a lot, the Texans. The Texans can use him. They're off that Tunsil contract now. They can go sign him. He'd be a perfect fit.
And I think that's going to do it, guys.
Yeah. Thank
Remember
you
that
guys.
Tutu Atwell is getting paid more than Derrick Henry, Drake London, Garrett Wilson,
Overpaid.
Jameer Gibbs, and James Cook.
Overpaid. But thank you guys for tuning into the emergency episode. Thank you for listening. See you guys.